Imagine waking up one morning to discover that everything you thought was random, everything you believed was mere chance, has actually been quietly following rules. Not the kind of rules governments write or religions preach, but laws as real and unbending as gravity. You see, life is not a storm that batters you. It is not a river that tosses you downstream. It is a game, a precise, mathematical, beautifully orchestrated game. And the terrifying, liberating truth is this: you have been playing it all along without knowing. Florence Scovel Shinn was one of the first to dare to say this out loud. A woman of the early 20th century, dismissed by many, yet quietly carving into the silence of her time, an idea so radical that even today it unsettles people. Your words, your expectations, and your resistance are shaping everything. Not occasionally, not metaphorically, literally. Florence insisted that you are never a victim of circumstance, but a participant in a cosmic mechanism that never takes a break. A mechanism that listens to you far more carefully than you realize. Think of it this way: each thought you entertain is not private, each sentence you speak is not harmless. They are commands, instructions. Your subconscious, the vast, tireless system running beneath your conscious mind, absorbs them as law. Tell it you cannot, and it rearranges your perception until you are proven right. Tell it you are unlucky, and it obliges, selecting from millions of possibilities the ones that confirm your claim. For decades, you may have been programming yourself against your own desires, and Florence was brave enough to say, "Stop. See the game, learn the rules, play deliberately." Now, what are these rules? Florence revealed 3 that underpin everything. Rule number 1, your words vibrate. They don't just leave your mouth as sound, they ripple into reality, reorganizing matter itself. Rule number 2, you magnetize not what you hope for, but what you truly expect. Your hidden certainties are stronger than your loudest wishes. Rule number 3, resistance strengthens the very thing you fight. Push against it with all your might and you only lock it into place. Consider your own life for a moment. How often have you fought against debt, against loneliness, against fear? Did fighting erase them, or did it in some cruel way make them linger longer? Florence likened this to pushing a door that was designed to be pulled. The more you strain, the tighter it stays. Non-resistance, on the other hand, opens the door with ease. You stop feeding what you despise. You stop obsessing over what you fear. And suddenly, a pathway clears that you could not see before. But if life is this game, why don't more people know it? Because from childhood we are trained to look outward. When something fails, we blame the economy, the government, the neighbor, the boss. When something succeeds, we chalk it up to luck. In doing so, we blind ourselves to the fact that it is not the external world directing us, but our own inner broadcast. You are constantly transmitting, through your words, your beliefs, your expectations, and life is constantly echoing it back. This echo does not always appear instantly. Here lies another subtle rule Florence uncovered: gestation time. Just as a seed takes weeks or months to sprout, so too does a thought require an incubation period. But unlike the farmer, most people dig up the seed every day to see if it is growing. They doubt. They get impatient. They cancel their own creations. Impatience, doubt, and contradiction are the weeds that choke manifestation. How many times have you declared abundance in the morning and complained of scarcity by noon? Which command do you think your subconscious obeys? Always the one you repeat with greatest emotion. That is why Florence placed so much emphasis on the spoken word. Thought has power, but speech has concentrated power. When you declare something out loud, you use your lungs, your vocal cords, your lips to move air, to vibrate sound. That vibration imprints reality more forcefully than silent thought. Saying, "I am prosperous," with conviction plants a deeper seed than merely thinking it. Saying, "I am always tired," condemns you more surely than feeling weary. Your words are decrees. Each one is a signature on the contract of your life. Neuroscience now tells us what Florence intuited a century ago. The brain cannot distinguish vividly imagined reality from physical experience. Visualize with feeling, and your nervous system fires as if it is happening. That becomes the new program your subconscious works to fulfill. Athletes today train not only with physical drills but with visualization, because the mind rehearses victory until the body cannot help but follow. Florence simply saw that this principle applies to every aspect of life. Expectation is where the real battle lies. You can desire love while expecting betrayal. You can wish for wealth while expecting poverty. Desire is surface. Expectation is subterranean. And the universe responds not to your polite requests, but to the vibration of what you actually expect. Think of Thomas Edison, who expected a solution after thousands of failures. Think of Henry Ford, who expected cars to replace horses when it seemed absurd. Their expectation was not shallow optimism. It was certainty that steered their every decision. But there is another dimension to Florence's teaching: non-resistance. We are taught to fight, to battle, to struggle. Yet what you resist not only persists, it multiplies. Focus on debt, even in anger, and your subconscious assumes debt is crucial, important, worthy of attention, and so it delivers more. Focus on illness by fighting it, and you entrench its presence. Non-resistance is not passivity. It is the choice to redirect your attention, to withdraw energy from the undesired, to affirm instead the reality you prefer. This has no power over me, Florence advised. Only good flows in my life. And in that moment, the subconscious shifts allegiance. Perhaps the most mystical yet practical tool Florence pointed to was intuition. She called it our channel to infinite intelligence, the field of knowledge that sees beyond time. Intuition whispers, fear shouts. Intuition is calm, precise, often wordless. Fear is urgent, dramatic, insistent. Every time you followed intuition and ignored fear, you found clarity. Every time you silenced it with doubt, you regretted it later. Science might call it pattern recognition, quantum entanglement, or subconscious data processing. Florence simply called it the voice of infinite intelligence, and she insisted it never lies. The practices she left are deceptively simple: morning declarations before the noise of the day, verbal fasting to strip negative speech from your tongue, nightly visualization to reprogram your memory with the reality you prefer, giving of what you seek: love, recognition, prosperity, because giving creates the vacuum life must fill. Meditation to dissolve the chatter and directly touch the field where all possibilities exist. Each practice rewrites the inner program, one line of code at a time, until the game responds in kind. Let's pause and ask, why does this matter now? Because we are living in an age where external noise is louder than ever. News headlines, social media feeds, cultural narratives, all programming your subconscious with fear, scarcity, and division. If you do not take the wheel of your own broadcast, you will be driven by someone else's. Florence's voice from a century ago rings with urgency today. Guard your words, guard your expectations, practice non-resistance, trust your intuition, and remember you are already playing the game. The most dangerous lie is not that you are powerless, it is that you are separate. Separate from the intelligence that animates galaxies, separate from the laws that govern creation. Florence exposed that lie. She reminded us that the same breath that speaks words into air is the same energy that forms stars. The same expectation that steers your day is the same law that steers the cosmos. You are not a spectator, you are a co-creator. So what will you choose? To speak carelessly, to expect fear, to resist endlessly, to doubt until your seeds rot in the ground? Or to speak deliberately, to expect abundance, to practice fluidity, to trust the whisper within, to meditate until the noise falls away? Life will respond either way. The rules do not change. Only your play does. The game of life is not something you can opt out of. Every thought today was already a move. Every word you spoke already rearranged the board. The question is not whether you are playing. The question is, will you continue as an amateur creating accidents, or will you become a master who plays with intention? The board is here. The laws are here. The infinite intelligence waits, and the next move is yours.